So happy new year everyone, and welcome to this morning's transfer videos. This morning we got two big newses. First of all, Ryan Christie from Celtic been linked to Arsenal. I'd never heard of the guy, and when I started doing some research into him, it probably doesn't surprise me that what has probably gone on here is that Arsenal have probably looked at Celtic and be like, you know what, Tierney has been fantastic for us. They got him at a really good price. All the qualities that Tierney has had, they probably want to replicate that, which I completely urge. He's exactly the type of player you need to have, not just his ability on the pitch, but just his mindset on the pitch. I think is just really, really good. And it's a shame that a lot more players in this Arsenal football team do not have his mindset. I call it the loser's mentality that a lot of these players seem to have, whilst Tierney has that more winning mentality. And now it looks like Arsenal are looking at Ryan Christie, who is an attacking midfield player. I can't say that I've seen too much of him, but after doing a bit of research on him, of course I checked out some YouTube videos, trying to see how he is. He looks to be a pretty decent player. When you look at some of his stats, which I've checked out, and you look at what he's done last season, obviously you got to factor in it is the Scottish Premier League that he's playing. The standard is a lot different. I mean, he hasn't even been playing in Europe's top 5 league. Scottish League doesn't even come into that. But when you look at what he's done in the Scottish Premier League last season, and I want to look at it across a whole season, because I think it's difficult to really say, oh, you know, what he's done this season, judge him on that. But what he's done last season, he played 24 games, 11 goals and 11 assists. That's just in the Scottish Premier League. But he did play in the Champions League qualifying games. He played 6 games, scored 4 goals, got 2 assists. So clearly he can go up against the best of them. And then in the Europa League, again, he played 6 games, scored 3, got 1 assist, which is pretty good. But overall for that season, he scored 20 goals across 45 games and got 16 assists, which is very good stats. Now, whether that can translate into the Premier League, I highly doubt it. I really, really doubt it. Whether he could get 20 goals and 16 assists in the Premier League, but maybe he could get 10 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League, which is half that amount. I could see something like that being more so what it could be. And if he was to get something like that in the Premier League, I think I'd be happy about that. I mean, the story is that he would cost Arsenal roughly about 25 mil. It said that he's been looking to move from Celtic for quite a while now. A lot of fans have been in a bit of mixed reviews, Celtic fans, about him. You know, I think they recognize he's a good player, but is he, you know, I don't think he's been a fan favorite of Celtic, and is probably looking for a move for a bigger club for a while. Now, Arsenal do need to start to rebuild, and if he is, and this is a big if he has that work rate like Tierney, from what I've seen from YouTube videos, if he has that winning mentality like Tierney, that I'm guessing, because I don't know, then he might not be a bad shout. He would be the cheap and cheerful option for what Arsenal potentially could have go for. And it's about time that Arsenal start using their logic and head to be able to identify players. You know, spending 72 million on a player and have him flop the way how he has. And then you see someone like a Willian as well, who, to be honest, we're paying him a very good salary. My understanding is that he's getting 100 grand a week. That's still a lot more than what I feel he is worth. So, I mean, let's see what happens with the Ryan Christie thing. I don't think that this deal is going to happen. I think this is one of those ones where people are trying to align things in the right way, because it's Arsenal and the Tierney relationship and the Celtic relationship, and they're trying to put things together. But I thought this was an interesting one to really bring about. So definitely leave your thoughts below on Ryan Christie in the comments. And then finally, about 15 minutes ago, and I'm recording this at 7:26 in the morning, there was a article on the Mail Online talking about the return of the special one. And no, I don't mean Jose Mourinho. I'm talking about Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger set to return at Arsenal if Arsenal Football Club want him. The title of the article is Arsene Wenger says he will return to Arsenal if struggling former club needs him and insists time is a good doctor, but expects lucky Mikel Arteta to remain in charge. This article is by Danny Gallagher from the Mail Online. This was made at 7:01 this morning, and I thought I would just share this because, you know, we haven't heard that much from Arsene Wenger. You know, we've heard stories that, you know, he'd taken another job with the FA, which I was really happy for him for. Obviously, I don't need to come on and say what Arsene Wenger's successes are at Arsenal. We all know his past success from when he first started his first 10 years. Yes, he's had some of the rocky last 10 years have not been at the level of the first 10, but overall still a very, very good manager. It seems like he's itching to come back. And I do have to say, what do you guys think about Arsene Wenger coming back to Arsenal? I think that is one of the things that I'm not sure if I would take or not. I really am not. There's a lot of people that are still Arteta out, and who's to say that Arsene Wenger couldn't be a fair shot to actually having him come back, so-called fixing Arsenal, and doing it through that way. So would you take Arsene Wenger back at Arsenal Football Club? Would he still be as a coach, as a manager? How do you think it could all work? I'm going to leave this video as of there, so please leave your comments below on what you think about Arsene Wenger's return to Arsenal. Would you take him? Would you not? And also, what do you think about Ryan Christie's potential transfer to Arsenal as well as being either starting or being a bench player behind a Martinelli, Saka and Smith Rowe? Yeah, leave your comments below on that. Let's get a discussion going. Do remember to like and subscribe to the video, and I will see you all next time. Peace.